King James, who was famous for writing the Bible, also wrote a book called Demonology in 1597. In King James' time, any woman who used herbal remedies or charms and other folk healing methods were often labelled as a witch. Many of these practices involved natural medicine, which was seen as a threat to the emerging authority of religious and later medical institutions. By equating natural healers with witches, society began to fear and reject these forms of healing in favor of more institutionalized medicine.
This book brought about the deaths of approximately 200,000 people accused of witchcraft.
If they're really witches, why don't they use their powers to escape?
That sounds like witch talk to me, Lisa.
Never mind.
These beliefs endorsed the belief in witchcraft and offered a legal framework for identifying and prosecuting witches.
That was the witches' prison. This is the townhouse. Dates back to 1626. The court and the bell tower were added in 1783. The windows on the left, this was the tax office. On the right was the courtroom. Downstairs you had a series of debtors' prisons, which is now ticket office. Upstairs you see the two small windows. That was the witches' prison. We were taken up to the witches' prison, and then in the morning taken and chained to the rocks and drowned. If they floated, they were witches. If they drowned, they were innocent. Either way, there wasn't going to end well for them. No.
This was a huge push to clear out naturopathic medicine, as centralized medical industries started to form. But they needed to get rid of these natural remedies that everyone was using. That's why the modern era of a witch that we see in TVs and movies, everyone's seen the big pot that a witch stirs together. This is all tinctures and healing herbs and remedies that the witches would come out with. You see, they needed to get rid of it completely. The idea that the herbs worked was never taken into account. It was more the fact that these were witches using witchcraft and that the medicines themselves actually weren't real. And you see this popularized in so many different movies where they're drinking some sort of potion and that potion is doing something to them because the witch has done something.
I sentence you hags to be burned at the stake until you are deemed fit to re-enter society.
And now we look at witches as sort of a fantasy and we put it in the same realm as vampires and zombies, but really it has a very dark and very real historical link to the fact that these people were burned at the stake and thrown into rivers to see if they floated, or many different other things that they did to these women who were just collecting charms and making herbal remedies.